What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ryan G, and I'm back again with another video on this beautiful Friday. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why it's so important that you guys recognize signs in which someone maybe would need some space, or maybe they don't want to deal with you anymore, and just being able to pick up on certain nonverbal cues is very important, right? This is actually a part of, the ideal of understanding social intelligence and acquiring social intelligence. It's very important, especially when you're dating and, maybe you're interacting with someone, right? Actively. Maybe you're sexually active with this person, or maybe you're in a relationship, right? Or maybe it could be your spouse, your wife, whatever. It's so important that you guys are able to understand certain signs and signals in which this person might need some space, and pick up on the fact that, maybe they are kind of bored and they just need to figure out a lot of shit, because sometimes they're not going to tell you directly, especially women. A lot of women out there are not going to tell you the way they feel, and they're not going to tell you the truth. So it's important that you are able to pick up the signs before it's too late. A lot of you all ignore the signs, and then you start talking about, oh, I'm surprised it's ended this way. Oh, man, it's horrible. But it's so important that you guys are able to prepare for it from ahead of time, so that mentally you already know, right? So there's no surprises in the end, and, you have a calm mind going forward. But anyway, before I get right into this video, guys, I want you all to do me a huge favor. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I'm always posting videos weekly. I do at least 2 videos a week, besides my busy schedule with, working my job and whatever. And eventually I might be going back to school. But it's like, I still like to pour out these videos and be a motivator for you all. And that's what it's really all about. So, guys, make sure you are clicking the post notification bell to get the immediate updates of when I'm posting a video. Now, guys, like I said before, this video is about recognizing signals. And what I mean by signals, I mean when someone's kind of acting weird, right? You're so used to this person being, lively, very enthusiastic, exciting, right? They always have this energy, this vibe to them in which, like, they just always want to be entertained. And then you notice after dealing with them for a couple weeks or even a couple months, they start to act a little bit weird, right? And what I mean by that, I mean like they're starting to act, dead, right? They're starting to act a little bit like they're not really in the mood to do certain things, right? Now, guys, be aware that there's people out there that do have mood swings, right? It's so important that you guys are able to pick up on people that do have these mood swings, because that's what really makes things ultimately confusing, is that a lot of people have these natural mood swings in which they're not necessarily, disliking your presence or your energy, whatever. It's just that they go through this, and this allows people to be very confused, because you're going to be there trying to think, what the hell is going on, and why is this person behaving this way to me, and I thought this person actually likes me. So, recognize that there's an exception to this in which there's mood swings. But anyway, getting back to it, realize that a lot of people, especially when it comes down to dating women, there's women out there that they will eventually, over time, kind of behave a little bit different after you dealing with them. That's why I say it's very important that you guys do not rush into a relationship, right? A lot of other content creators will say the same as well, especially if they know what they're talking about. A lot of the dating coaches, do not rush things. Make it just naturally happen, because what happened is like you need enough time to figure out this person that you're dealing with, right? It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter, which part of the world. I had someone who actually made a comment on my channel saying that, oh, this is not going to work in my country. I'm like, it doesn't matter which country you're in. Women, they're going to naturally behave the same exact way. This is female nature, right? Now, I can understand where maybe the way how, the culture is, right, with certain things that is acceptable versus what the things that are not acceptable in your country. I understand that. But as far as female interaction, right, being able to interact with women and knowing what to say and knowing to, spark their interests, it's universal. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter if you don't understand the language. It doesn't matter if you're in some small country or village. Women are going to act the same exact way, and they have pretty much a similar interest in what they're looking for in a man. Now, guys, look, nonverbal cues are more important than reading exactly what the person is saying, because sometimes there's women out there that will tell you something because they don't want to offend you, and they don't want you to have a negative reaction towards them. So they keep this in, and they will say certain things that don't align with the way they're truly feeling, the way they're really acting or behaving, right? So a lot of guys keep coming on strong to a lot of women, especially when they're really starting to get intimate with them, right? They might be seeing them for a couple months, and they feel like they just need to check up on them nonstop, communicate with them. And the more they're doing that, they will see that the woman is pulling away, right? They'll see that this particular chick is pulling away. That's the result of that. You trying to come on strong all the time and trying to check up on her nonstop, and you see that she's trying to like really take a break, right? She's not necessarily going to tell you that she needs a break or whatever, but she's trying to keep a certain space. Maybe she got shit going on in her life. Like I said, you don't know what a lot of people is going through, right? They could be doing a lot of stressful things. It could be their job, it could be their family. A lot of dysfunction is going on, right? And it's not your business to really find out what's going on, but you need to be able to pick up on signs where this person needs time for themselves, and maybe they're not going to behave the same way they did when they first interacted with you. You have to give them time to come around, and even if they don't come around back, it is what it is life, right? That's why I say it's very important that you guys are talking to multiple women and you're interacting with different types of people. You're keeping yourself busy. And even if you're not dating other people and you're dealing with other women, keep yourself busy. Do things that you like, especially when you're not working. Keep up with your hobbies, exercise, work out, shop, play video games, watch sports, right? Watch a movie, sleep. There's so many other things you could be doing to keep your mind busy, because you see, when you deal with one person and you got nothing else going on in your life, all you got to think about is that person. And that's where, things get very chaotic, because you're going to be like, maybe I got to text this person this time. This person, I haven't heard this person for a whole day. Oh man, I haven't heard this person 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a whole week. You're not going to worry about that if you're someone that's actively doing things and you're making moves, especially as a man. You see, we all fall short of these things. We all are victims of these things, right? That's why I'm telling you guys in this video to keep yourself busy, but also make sure you guys are working on being socially intelligent, I should say, right? Make sure you guys are seeing the signs where this person maybe will need some time for themselves. They're not going to necessarily tell you that. Maybe the sex is not as good anymore, right? Maybe there's a certain things are not flowing, right? I'm really good at reading certain signs, and that's the reason why there are times in which I have to really take a break with whoever I'm dealing with or interacting with. It could be friends or family or a partner, because I'm pretty good at doing this. Because what I try and do is, before it gets worse or before situation get out of hand, I make sure I try my best to kind of get myself ready or reset my mind so that I don't get mentally affected if anything had to happen. But you guys have to make sure that you guys are learning how to do these things and be able to pick up on nonverbal expressions and cues, because that's going to save you the trouble in the end.